We hear all the time, I'm fully covered or I have full coverage. Well, unfortunately, I have bad news. Full coverage or fully covered is not actually a legal term. That's more of a sales term if I had to define it. And it could mean a lot of different things depending on who you ask. So I'm going to walk through, with respect to auto insurance, what fully covered means, in my opinion. And so there's really two separate categories of claims that could potentially come up in a car accident. Obviously, one of those is for the car itself. We call that the property damage claim or the damage to your vehicle. And as far as what fully covered would mean with respect to the property damage claim, there's a few important things to know. In the state of Florida, the only mandated coverage on an auto insurance policy is property damage coverage. And this actually doesn't cover your vehicle at all. It covers other people. If, for example, you rear end another vehicle, the property damage coverage is going to cover them. However, in that scenario, if you only had property damage coverage and no other coverages for the property damage claim, your insurance company would pay to fix the vehicle that you hit. However, you would have actually no coverage for your own vehicle. And so when you want to be fully covered, and we all want to be fully covered, right? You also want to make sure that you have collision coverage. So, collision coverage is going to pay to fix the vehicle no matter who's at fault. So, it'll pay to fix your vehicle if you're at fault. And then also, you want to look at what's called comprehensive coverage. So, comprehensive is going to pay for damage to the vehicle outside of a collision. So, let's say you're driving down I-4 and there's a hailstorm and it destroys your car. That's where your comprehensive coverage would come into play. And then another type of coverage with respect to damage to the car itself, I always recommend is rental car coverage. And so this is something, and I've had this conversation so many times, this is something that you don't know you need until it's too late. And so, for example, let's say you're in a crash, even if it's not your fault, you're in a crash and the person who caused the crash is uninsured and you don't have rental car coverage on your own policy. While your vehicle is being repaired, there's actually no insurance money to cover a rental car. And so, in that scenario, you would be stuck without a vehicle unless you happen to have an extra vehicle for some reason.